Hello Commanders, welcome to the command table. My name is Matt, and we've got our attempts all squared away from this morning for Leshir. We've got enhanced melee and earthquake, so we'll show you how to counter that. We've also got a no-elixir bomb train for the lower SRs, and we'll get into that. But first, if you'd please be so kind as to like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those below. Subscribing is the biggest help you can do for the channel right now. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we have the potential to be monetized. Once we're monetized, we can put some more into the game as far as having a website and other stuff like that. So please, please, please subscribe. All right, let's hop in. We have BERZ, B-E-R-Z. He contributed his attempt. He's got one group of assassins in the back to take out that rear life stone, and they're able to work their way up a little bit, but they don't quite get that other one. Soul Pylon takes care of everything else. Stormcaller works a bit of it down, but the Soul Pylon is going to guarantee that you get all that stuff in the back. And good to go. So he's using Stompers. Some people are using Battle Drummer, he's using Stompers, and he's got the Accuracy Elixir, but it looks like it's a very stable build. It's going to get the job done for sure. So he's got the heart. Let's go ahead and skip to the end. Thank you for that. And let's hop over to HIkaji. This is SR9. He's done a melee Chaos Swarm. It's pretty expensive though. He's got 3 elixirs rocking here, so keep that in mind. Now, the boss is starting at 25% HP, but as you'll see over the course of the video, he's able to do more than enough to get a one-shot. So, Risen Warriors in the back to take out the spider's nests, and then they work forward. Got some Chaos Archers to kind of clean up all the stuff around, and then they'll focus fire on the boss. And a whole lot of Chaos units. We've got a bunch of Fire Knights, we've got a bunch of Skellies in there. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. But it gets the heart for sure. We're going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. He's using Primal Warhorn. That gives him some brief immunity off the start, but that's kind of overwritten by the immunity elixir. So instead of 2 seconds, he's getting at least 5. And then we have the Skull of the Necrolord, which is going to cause skeletons to keep popping. And the Devourer comes in to help hold things at the end and to allow those Chaos Archers to keep doing a little more damage. But as you can see, he's gotten over 1 million damage, so I think that's more than enough at SR9 to get the job done. So we're going to go ahead and skip through to the end there. So very expensive, but looks like it gets the job done. Alright, so let's show you what I have done. Bisou posted on Battle Legion Discord, and this is, I'm pretty sure, his build. Got double supercharge, I might have a couple power stones different or something. We got leech on pretty much everything, clone on the Stormcaller, and then leech, and I put haste. I like to have haste on my Soul Pylon because that means more orbs are out there, which means that they'll be doing more consistent hits as time goes on, which will keep that leech topping off the Soul Pylon as it goes. This did not work very well for me, just note. I'm not using the Force Resistance Elixir. I was counting on the Druids to kind of keep everybody up, and it just didn't work for me. So I mean, you can try it. It's very risky. I didn't like it very much personally. I'm probably going to switch back to my Assassins, as you see here, because they can take out both the Soul Pylons and the Stormcallers, and you don't have to worry about the stray Soul Pylon orb taking out a key element of your build. That didn't happen on mine. Mine was mostly due to the stun, but I've still got the Battle Drummer in here. You can kind of see him hiding behind the Soul Pylon there. But the Battle Drummer kind of takes the edge off of that stun and allows everything to kind of keep chugging. But if you're having trouble, you just throw on that force resistance elixir and you can replace your battle drummer with some more damage and you'll probably be just fine. I also switched from the Troll Giant's Toe. Yeah, this will run through the Power Stones. But I switched from the Troll Giant's Toe back to Banner because I have the Chaos Archers in there and we don't have Merge. So yeah, the Banner just seemed like a better choice since I was going to have those units in there. I like having a lot more bodies on the field for Leshir just because there's less chance that a stray Soul Pylon Orb or a Crow is going to get a key element of your setup. The more bodies you have, the less likely it is that your Soul Pylon's going to get targeted or your Stormcaller. Okay, so that's what I switched to, and this is just a repeat just to show it working in action again. Just one elixir for this one, but again, if you're having trouble, throw on that force resistance elixir and you'll be just fine. If you do not have enough leech power stones, you can roll the dice and buy a bunch of power stone packs and try to get enough, or you can just straight up buy regen elixirs and throw a regen on there, and that'll do more than enough to keep you chugging until you get to the end. So there's that. Okay, so for my second profile, I skimped a bit on Leech. I didn't have enough Power Stones. I thought I could get by without them, and because the units weren't topping themselves off, I ended up in trouble. Excuse me. So there's it comes to a point where the earthquake starts killing stuff, and that's where I end up getting into some real trouble, because there are some things that get hit by the crows which puts them closer to the point where earthquake will take them out. So the combined damage between crows and earthquake removes some of the units, which means there's fewer bodies, which means there's less. I have a smaller ratio of my units to the crows, which means more of my stuff is going to get hit, which means more of my stuff is going to be stunned, which means I'm not going to be getting the damage I need. So that did not work so hot, so I tried again. I put Leech on everything, I think, and I ended up failing again. We're going to kind of skip through this one because it just to show that sometimes you're trying to save elixirs, you're going to end up spending more on keys and elixirs. So I threw on force resistance, and that solved the problem. Excuse me. So as you can see, force resistance elixir takes the earthquake out of the equation, and I'm able to add more damage units. It's just one of those things you got to decide if it's worth the RNG for you to not spend that elixir and roll the dice on a fail or a possible win. It's a guaranteed win every time, it seems, if you have the force resistance elixir. So in my opinion, I'm just going to do that because it just saves me the anxiety. Okay, so here we go. This is the bomb train. This is on SR11, and you'll see the unit levels here. Oh, yeah, once it pops, we'll kind of pause it. There we go. Okay, so low 60s for all of my bomb bots, and then kind of 60-ish for all of the assassins. And we're running with Great Hammer, Ring, and Pendant. So that is the Proto bomb train from last cycle, and I think he did his setup a little differently, so I've updated it since. But I wanted to show you that first one, that it's good in theory, but the improvement that Proto did, which I think I've replicated here, is consolidating these bomb bots into a tighter group so that you don't have that long train going into the boss. There's fewer minions since they updated the number of minions. They've reduced them to kind of have a more gradual increase as you go up in star rating. But this will run through the Power Stone so you can see what I'm working with. I think I've just got charge on all of the bomb bots, and I think crit on most of the assassins. So this tighter pack of bomb bots, here we go, you'll see that it gets in there much tighter, and you don't have any lingering bomb bots in the back that are going to get picked off. So that's I think a better setup there. And I think Proto was the one that had it set up like that. I don't know why I put him in a long train for that first one. Okay, so here is SR13 on an even lower level profile, nothing above level 50. And you'll see here, I don't hardly get any damage because that stone didn't go down. One of my assassins went down to the spider's nest and was preoccupied with that, so I wasn't able to get the heart, or well, probably not going to get the heart anyway. I'm going to have to take several keys to get it. But for a profile this low that's on raid boosts, I don't mind spending a few keys to get a heart, especially since my unit levels are ridiculously low. What I've done here is I've moved this further back, which is going to buy these assassins more time. The assassins are benefiting from the boost, but they still don't have the power stones, because I think these are only level 20 something, so they only get the one power stone slot. So I've got those on the back one because they're going to get less distraction. They're going to be able to focus fire that, and then the higher level assassins that have better power stones are going to be able to take out the top and bottom one. But the theory is move these further back. You're still going to have a clear shot at the boss, but you buy the assassins a little bit more time to get those stones down. So let's show you that. And this will take out about a third of his health. So nothing above level 50, as you can see. So that clears the path. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, 65%, so around a third of the health, because he already had a little bit off from that first attempt. So there's a bomb train for you. It'll work a lot better on lower star ratings, because there's a lot less health to take out. But even at higher star ratings, if you don't have enough gems for elixirs, but you have a ton of those premium keys sitting around from running your daily and weekly quests, I think actually it's just the weekly quests that give them. But if you've got a bunch of those accumulated, that may be less expensive for you, because if you've got the keys, you might as well use them. So anyway, thank you everybody for contributing. Appreciate your help. And please do check out the Command Table Discord channel. The link is in the description. We update our strategy over the course of the raid, so you can see improvements where we can reduce RNG fails and save you some extra keys and elixirs, get you that better chest. So hop on, it's open source, everybody's welcome. And thank you to HIkaji, BERZ, Schellious, and RabbleSupreme for posting your builds on Command Table. Appreciate the help, and we again ask you to please subscribe. That's the biggest thing you can do to help the channel right now. So thank you for watching, and we will have more content for you soon.